Well, hey there. Welcome to this week's Wednesday Wisdom. And today I want to talk about elevation. I'm talking about how you elevate different areas of your life because when you treat yourself better, you will notice that others start to treat you better as well. If you don't believe me, give it a try. And Wednesday Wisdom is the day of the week where I share tools, tips, tactics, and strategies for us all to stay current and relevant on social media to generate leads, clients, customers, and sales. And today I want to share with you different areas of my life where I have elevated, and I'm going to share with you some of the results of making higher level choices for myself because the universe will treat you how you treat you. You don't get what you deserve, you get what you ask for, right? So, with that being the case, let's get into this elevation thing. So, my life started out pretty simple when I stepped into this whole online coaching, internet business type of space. But in my life, I was still doing stuff that was kind of on the cheapy side, right? So, for example, bacon is like one of my favorite foods. Like, I love everything bacon except turkey bacon. If I get bacon, I want bacon, bacon, right? And so I used to buy this bacon that was really good, and it was three for $10. So that's like 3.33 a pack of bacon. So whenever it was on sale, what was I getting? I was getting three packs of bacon. But this one particular shopping trip, they didn't have my bacon, and the bacon had a certain flavor. It was kind of sweet with a little salty to it or whatever. And so the closest thing to match was $10 a pack. That's right. So I'm going from getting three for $10 to one for $10. But let me tell you, ever since I bought that one pack of $10 bacon, I have never bought the three for $10 ever again. It is so good. It's nice and thick. It's got that applewood smoke flavor that I love so much. But I can't go back. I can't go back because my eyes or my taste buds have seen the light. They will not allow me to buy the three for $10 bacon anymore. I just can't do it, right? Or another example is my tea. And I'm not advertising for these people, so I'll cover it up, but it's lemon and ginger tea. So I will buy this lemon and ginger tea. It's about $9 for 50 tea bags, right? Lemon and ginger. Ginger is good with helping with different stuff like digestion. It's caffeine free, but it does require sugar for me to get that taste that I like. And then a friend introduced me to a tea called Southern Breeze. This right here. Southern Breeze, it comes in different flavors, but the beauty of this tea requires sugar. It has 0 calories and 0 carbs, no sugar, like I said, and you get about 80 tea bags. So I got this one, which is $9 for 50, or I get this one, which is 80. Are you ready for this? For $25. Yeah. I'm paying $25 for 80 tea bags, and I can get two of these, which would be 100 for about $18. So I'm paying $7 more, even though, and I'm getting less. But I'm going to keep buying this tea because not only is it 0 calories, 0 carbs, zero sugar, it also is a part of my friend's business, and I want to support her. And I will put the link to these tea bags in the video if you want to try them for yourself. But it's called Southern Breeze. It comes in a ton of different flavors. I've tried four of them. I am so in love with them, and it's so good. And it's 0 carbs, 0 calories, and zero sugar. So I can't go back. I can't go back to putting sugar in my tea. Want to know there's tea available, and this is black tea, by the way, which also has similar health benefits as ginseng. But again, it's a lot better because it's already sweetened because I got to add sugar to this. Sugar is not good, especially if you're on a weight loss journey like I am. You want to watch your sugar intake. So that's another example of me leveling up. And now I can't go back. I got to figure out who I'm going to give this to get rid of it. But nonetheless, I got another example of leveling up. So I love trail mix, right? So I was buying this trail mix from Kroger. It was their high-end trail mix, and they had different levels of it. So it was their high-end trail mix, and it was really good or whatever. But then I got introduced to nuts.com. Now I've seen their commercials before. I bought something from them before, and I was kind of a little disappointed with the trail mix I was getting from Kroger because it didn't have the right blend of everything that I wanted. Like the stuff that I wanted, it had less of, and the stuff that I still was okay with, it had too much of. And then I went on nuts.com and I realized I can make my own trail mix, right? So the bag of trail mix at Kroger is about $9, give or take, or whatever. No, it is about $9 for real. But I can get this bag right here from nuts.com and I customized it so it's got all of my favorite goodies in there. It's got just enough salty and sweet and crunchy to make it so freaking good. Yeah. this bag. This is my nuts.com bag. I don't even know how many ounces it is, but it's got all the stuff that I wanted because I made it for me. So that's another thing. Now, this bag right here, this is about $60. It's like 56 and some change, right? For my custom trail mix. And I could probably fit about let's say 3 to 4, maybe 5 of the Kroger bags inside of this bag. But that's not the point. The point is this bag is custom made for me because I designed it. And now that I've seen the light and I've tasted the juicy goodness of my own custom trail mix, I can't go back and buy the Kroger trail mix anymore. It just makes no sense, none whatsoever. So these are just a few examples of things I've done to level up in my life, but it also makes a difference because I see things differently now. I'm no longer looking for the cheap bargain. I'm looking for what it is that I want, right? I mean, I'm not getting ready to go out and just, spend money willy-nilly. Don't get me wrong. I'm not super rich like that yet, but I am rich enough that I can afford my own trail mix. I can afford my custom sweet tea, black tea that is, that has 0 carbs, sugar, and calories. And then there's some other things that I have, like this little doohickey right here. This is for my gut health. This is for my collagen, hair, nail, skin, and joints. This right here helps me sleep. And this right here gives me energy. These 4 little things right here, which we call a snap in my business, this is about a tablespoon worth of liquid, and they all do different things, but they work together harmoniously in my body. Now, I could go to the store and buy things like probiotics. I can buy something for collagen. I can buy something to help me sleep, but I can definitely buy something for energy. Even if I go to the health food store, there's different things that I could buy that do all of what this does. Probably it'll say on the carton to do most of what it does, except for maybe the sleep thing, right? But the thing about these 4 little gems right here is this is part of my network marketing business. So by using these and being a product of the product, I can talk to people who are interested in sleeping better because I didn't sleep good for almost 3 years. People who deal with issues with their hair, skin, nail, and joints, like my nails. This one just broke, but these are all my real nails. Yep, my real nails. There's a lot of hair under here, but I keep it braided so I can wear my hats. But if you've seen any of my other videos, you've seen I got a whole Jackson 5 situation going on up under here. And the energy thing, I talked in an earlier video, probably a couple months ago, about I have a midday slump. And since I'm not drinking coffee or caffeinated tea or whatever, I need something to help me get me over the hump. And this little energy shot right here, 15 minutes, and your girl is ready to finish her day strong. But the benefit of all of this, again, they work together harmoniously because they come from the same company, and it makes me a product of my network marketing business. These 4 little gems right here, you're looking at $200 a month, right? $200 a month in this product. I'm sure I could find some stuff to help me in these areas for less than $200 a month, but I would not have a business if I go buy those other products from the store. So again, I've elevated myself in different areas of my life, and it's shown up in how I do other things in my life, which goes to my business. Used to be, I would jump on somebody's training, I would show up, I would take copious notes, and then when I was done, I was done. Now, since I am elevating myself, I'm also upgrading to VIP. I was just in a training 2 weeks ago, and the VIP, it was $27 for the training, and then the upgrade to VIP was $197. Yeah, I got that $197 because if I want a next level and get to the next plateau so I can get to the next hilltop in my business, then I need to get the skills to get there. That $197 gave me 3 super cool golden nuggets that I was able to implement at my next event. So I had the event, my event was on the 18th, which was the Thursday. The training, I believe, was on, what would that be? The 18th was Thursday, 17, 16, 15. It started on the 15th through the 19th. So the nuggets that I got that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I implemented them at my event on Thursday evening, and I closed 50% of my sales. So for all the people who scheduled a call with me from the webinar, I closed 50%. And I did that because of the nuggets that I got by being in the room, paying the $197 to go VIP. Now his program is like $17,000 paid in full, $19,000 if you make payments or whatever. Very doable to people who have that money. If I had that kind of money, I would have paid for it because just those two things increased my closing rate from 33% to 50%. And that was from that training. Just imagine if I really had him giving me the tutelage and looking over my shoulder doing the dang thing. So I might not have the $17,000 now, but I am on my way to get there because I'm leveling up. And I see this happen over and over and over again with my clients, right? So let's talk about the client. So there are 5 things that you're going to have to overcome when you are talking to clients about your business. This is one of the nuggets that I got from the training that I did the week of my event. The 5 things you have to overcome for people. And you don't do this by saying, if you think it's not the right time, then da 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 da. You do it by telling stories. So I have testimonials of people who I've helped see the success they desire in their business, but I wasn't seamlessly integrating their stories into my presentation in a way that overcomes objections. So one of the objections that you probably hear a lot in your business is they need to talk to somebody else. So if you're depending on the price point for your business and you don't know people's home life, it might be $497 or it might be $1,997. But if they give you the objection that they need to talk to someone, that's basically telling you that they are unable to make the decision to pay you right now. But what I did in my last event was share stories of people who had to talk about it, but then circle back later and made the purchase decision, which is great. But what happens is when they come back later, then they have the potential to lose out on the fast action bonuses. So the bonus that I offered during the webinar for people to take action wasn't available for them because the webinar was over and I have to be true to my word. This particular bonus was only available during the webinar. So I still made the sale and I'm grateful that they are now part of my tribe and I'm going to be coaching them to the success that they desire, but they lost out on the fast action bonus by not taking action. So anyway, with that being said, that's the story that I'll tell in a future webinar about what happens when you have to talk to someone or you wait too long. One of the other objections that you have to overcome now is it not being the right time. Well, what I tell people in my webinars is that you're here because you have a problem. So evidently now is the right time. If not now, then when? If not me, then who? You're here because you want to solve a problem. I just laid out the solution for you. So what's the real reason you're not ready to take action? And it's when you have those questions, when you have those conversations, you can drill down and find out what the real reason is, because sometimes it's not what they say, right? It's just the easy thing they say. So those are 2 of the 5 objections that I was taught how to overcome, all because I paid the extra $200 to be in the room with the VIPs. Now, again, if he had a $5,000 offer, I'd have bought it on the spot. 17,000, yeah, I'm not there yet, but I will be one day. But I know that as I continue to go to these targeted trainings and I level up to the VIP experience, I'm going to get the nuggets that I need to eventually get to the point to where, sure, I'll pay $17,000. There's another person that I follow. He's got a $24,000 offer. It's $2K a month for a year. So doable and so worth it. But I'm not there yet, but I will be soon. Why? Because I'm in the process of leveling up. So that was a training I did 2 weeks ago. Last week, I did another training, which I'm going to implement next week. Well, actually, since you're watching this on Wednesday, it's already in process. But I did a training last week that I'm implementing this week with Richmond Den. And I know I'm saying his name right, but it's Richmond. His last name is spelled D as in David, INH. And he teaches the tiny challenges. Well, when I was on his training, I love this concept. Why? Because right now, I'm doing a webinar every month promoting my speaker event finder software. The good thing about my speaker event finder software is that people love it. And for the last 3 times that I've done my live event, the lowest ROAS, return on ad spend, was 260%. So that means for every dollar I put in ads, I'm getting $2.60 back. The highest ROI that I had was almost 500%. So with those numbers, you think I want to keep doing webinars? Well, of course I do. But what do I do in between the webinars, right? My last webinar was September 18th. My next one isn't scheduled until October 23rd. So in this window, there's nothing happening. But because I was on that training with Richmond last week, guess what's happening? I'm doing my first tiny challenge and I'm excited because people are interested and ready to get plugged in. But if I hadn't paid for that training and upgraded to VIP, I wouldn't have got the nuggets that I needed to be able to run this challenge. Now, his program is so doable. I'm not going to put his business out there because if you want to know how much it is, then you need to be on the webinar. His name is Richmond Din, Dinh, and he's worked with people like Russell Brunson, Pedro Adele, Myron Golden, not to name drop because those are his people, not my people, but I'm just saying he's worked with some powerhouse people developing this. And I got enough information to know that this is something I want to do. It's something I can use in between my webinar windows when nothing's happening. So that's what that training and that VIP got me. So why am I sharing all of this with you? Well, first of all, I just realized I did this whole video. If you don't know me, I am Cecelia Faye Morris, also known as the Digital Marketing Maven, and I teach business owners how to use automation, AI, and Facebook to make money online. Wherever you're watching me, give me some likes, some love, drop a comment. If you know somebody who can get value from this video, share this video. And if you're watching me on YouTube, please subscribe and click that bell so you can notify whenever I post a new video. All right, so why am I sharing with you how I've leveled up my tea, how I pay $100 a month, $200 a month for these snacks, how I'm now getting this big old bag of nuts.com. This will probably last me about 2.5 weeks eating it normally, not binging, you know what I'm saying? So I'm leveling up. Let's not forget my $10 bacon, but I'm leveling, sharing these level up messages with you because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if I'm constantly looking for the 3 for $10 deal, then I'm gonna constantly get people coming to me looking for it equivalent 3 for $10 deal, right? As you level up your life, you level up your success. Every next level of success is going to require a next level investment. That's all. But how do you invest wisely? Because that's the one thing we all don't want to happen. And it's happened to me multiple times where I've signed up for some coaching program where they promised me the moon and left me stuck on earth, right? I signed up for some coaching program where they took me right here, but then if I wanted to get over here, that would be an extra X number of dollars, right? So we all don't want that. We don't want to get burned. So how do you minimize the likelihood of getting scammed by the coach? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to vet the coach. Look at their social media presence. What do they have out there? What are they saying? What are they doing? Do they have a YouTube channel? If they do, binge watch some of their videos. Do they have a book? This challenge that I was in last week, I went to the challenge because I bought his book first and I was reading the book. And then he's like, let me show you how to do what you do in the book. And I was like, sign me up, right? So you've got to put yourself out there in a way that you research your potential mentors, coaches, consultants, whatever, the same way you would if you were, say, buying yourself a new car. Because you got to know who you're working with. Now, with that, you don't want to just go drop a wad of money with somebody who's unproven that you don't know jack shit about, but you do want to drop a reasonable amount of money because you want the money that you're about to spend for training to be equal to or more than what you want people to pay you. The reason why is because it's called the law of reciprocity. You don't get what you deserve, you get what you ask for. And the law of reciprocity states that what you put out into the world is what you're going to get back. So if you're constantly just buying $97 courses, it's going to be real hard for you to convince somebody to spend $1,000 with you because you don't spend $1,000 on yourself. Until I dropped my first $5,000, I was just like, oh my God, what am I doing? But because I dropped that first $5,000, I've elevated my business and ultimately I've elevated my life. So with that being said, let's elevate your business. I want you to go online and find somebody who's doing what you want them to do. Like for me, I help online business owners and network marketers build their brand and business online using automation, AI, and Facebook. If you're looking for me, there's a link around this video so we can connect and talk about it. I also help speakers find the right stages for their message. So if you are an experienced or a novice speaker and you want to know how to find the right stages for your message so people will be aligned with your experience, your expertise, and your niche, then I'm your girl for that too, right? right? But those are two separate lanes. However, in the speaker lane, you also have the ability to get in with the marketing because you got to put yourself out there in a way that people know who you are, what you do, and who you serve. But there's some people who don't have a desire to be on stage, but they want to know how to market. So if you're in one of those two camps, there is a link around this video. You can schedule a quick call with me and we can talk about it. And this is the no obligation, no sales call. It's just to talk through where you are and where you want to be. And if I have something that can help you, then I'll give it to you. And if I don't, I'll try my best to point you in the right direction. But most importantly, you need to pay for someone to teach you when you're asking someone else to pay you to teach them. Once you spend that money, then you will understand that you'll have more confidence asking people to spend that kind of money with you. It's hard to ask somebody to give you $5,000 if you've never asked, or if you've never paid $5,000 for anything. You have a lot more confidence in yourself and your offer when you know you paid for something to level up. It's made a difference in your life, and now you're in a position to help someone else level up based on the training that you paid for. So I hope that all makes sense. I hope you understand what I mean by elevation. Again, I'm going to give you this link to my friend's business for this tea. You can get it on Amazon. It is truly delicious, somewhat addictive, but it's 0 carbs, calories, and sugar. So that's good. And it's getting your water intake, which is also good. Nuts.com. I don't get a kickback from them. I don't get any referral, but I love making my own trail mix. So buy Kroger. I won't be buying your trail mix anymore. And then, of course, there's my magic products from my network marketing biz. This is collagen, this is sleep, this is gut health, and this is energy. And I don't mind paying $200 a month for all of it. So with that being said, thank you for watching today's Wednesday Wisdom. I hope this helps you elevate. I hope you go out there and find somebody that you can pay to get you to the next level. If I'm your girl and you want to have a conversation, there is a link on this video to get on my calendar. And again, this will not be a sales call unless, of course, you give me permission to tell you what I have that can help you. So I hope to see you on the next Wednesday Wisdom. Don't forget, please like, love, comment, share. And if it's YouTube, click that bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. Bye for now.